right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
Hello. Oh, man. Nothing's hotter to me than Woodsy Bobby.
You like Woodsy Bobby?
I like Woodsy Bobby. A little bit of a beard, flannel shirt, squinty eyes. I've been out working in the woods all weekend. How you doing?
I've just come back from New Hampshire, and it was probably two of the most stressful days of my fucking life.
Please tell the story of. So you went up to New Hampshire to plant your tiny home, and I wanted to see it so bad. And
it's not a tomato plant. I mean, I didn't plant it. It doesn't have to grow.
It's tiny right now. You never know. I said, please send me pictures of it.
Yes.
And the whole day went by, no pictures. So the next day I was giving you shit. Tell them why. Tell them what happened to the tiny home on Friday.
Well, so this, I mean, you have to go back. I mean, I got this thing in the middle of the pandemic with no money. I literally had a second mortgage on my house. Some mortgage thing loan. And, you know, when the pandemic happened, I was like, dude, we need to have, it all goes away right now. It's all gone. And I've wanted to be up there, and I'm not waiting. Fuck it. Take whatever that fucking loan is. Let's buy some land cheap and get a, and then this tiny home thing came in. Dawn was like, we should get a tiny home.
Which is great because I've always wanted that. I want a camper, that kind of stuff. And my fucking half Jew wife from Jersey is like, I'm not living in a tiny home. She was like, we could build a big $1 million cabin. And I'm like, no. So I showed her your tiny home.
Yeah.
And I said, we need one of these. And she said to me, the Kellys are tiny people and they fit in a tiny home.
Oh, I mean, physically.
Physically, yeah. No,
where? I mean,
you're all under 6 foot.
You would have to get a bigger tiny home.
I need a medium home.
You need a medium home. You can't get a tiny home.
Like my house is a 5X house. I only need a medium.
You need there's the small tiny home.
Yeah.
For those fucking, hippie shit in the compost toilet.
No.
Everything's in one room.
No.
Little studio for her guitar and singing for her TikToks. And, he does construction, and they rent land off of some farmer, and there's a hose, and then there's mine, which is a little bigger. There's a little bigger, the Allagash, 2 sleeping lofts, a little room for the TV and the couch and the kitchen and everything, right? But then there's the Sabago, which is the Caltas. The Sabago. The Sabago, I believe it's
look
called.
this up real quick.
Is you.
Tiny homes of Sabago. To this thing.
Yeah.
Sabago
or Sabago? I don't know, maybe.
Tomato or tomato. Tiny Homes of Maine.
Yes.
The Sabago.
Sabago.
I gotta tell you, I like that a lot.
Now that's a bigger one. That has a bedroom for you and your wife. That has the sleeping lofts for your kids. That has the living room. You understand? That's a bigger. See, the kitchen's big. That's a nice hotel room.
Let's be honest. The sleeping room isn't going to be for me and my wife at all.
Who's that going to be for?
From my wife and my daughter.
Where are you going to sleep?
And my son would get his own loft.
Yeah,
I'd have to sleep on the couch or something.
Yeah, but that's fine if you get a pull-out couch right there. Look at that Sabago.
I like it a lot.
The Sabago's nice, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sabago. You get a tub too. I would take that tub right out. Put a bench.
Yeah. Put a little couch in there.
No, yeah, get tile. Now, here's the thing with these Mush, Mikey. Mush, is that you scrolling or Mush?
Mush.
That's me.
Scroll up. See that kitchen? That's a regular size kitchen, dude. Right? And you go scroll up. Yeah, dude, you can make that little couch area a pull-out couch.
Yeah.
and then your kid sleeps up that fucking ladder. But isn't there another? There's another sleeping loft somewhere else too, right? I think there's 2 sleeping lofts in that. So
I like it. I like the Sabago.
Sabago is the Countess. You could get a Sabago. So get the Sabago.
I'll be your neighbor.
Yeah, okay, fucking dude. I mean, you could get the Sabago. Fucking addictive. But yeah, anyways, dude. So we I told Dawn, listen, it all came to an end.
Ooh.
I don't know if the fucking world's ending. Like, you can't get toilet paper. There's no like, everybody's flipping the fuck out.
Yep.
I go, let's just do it. Even if we only have it for a year or two, and then we have to fucking move on or whatever. We were looking at Tampa. And I said, look, we need to get that woods. We need to be in the woods, because if shit goes down, I want to be in the woods.
Yeah.
And so we got this thing. We went up to the tiny home people. We wound up getting the tiny home that we got was the tiny home they were living in while their house.
Oh.
So we were like, okay. We went in, and the one that they showed us that they weren't living in anymore, but they were for a year, the one that they built to show people and they were living in, they were like, we were like, how much is that one? Is that for sale? And they were like, yeah. They had 2. They had the little one. They had that one. They didn't have a Sabago. So I was like, we like this. And they were like, you can buy this one. And we were like, all right, great. They worked out a deal with us, and we got that one that there was, and they put it in their warehouse. They have a World War II aircraft hangar. They build all these up in Maine.
Yeah, I was looking at the pictures of it. So at least this one is durable. They lived in it, so they checked it out, and they know if there's any problems with it.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. So this, that sat in there, and then we got the land. You have to get the land first. We got the land, and the guy who owned the land was like, he had to do all this work to it, dude. And
that's the problem. What do you got to run in electricity and water?
Well,
and
dude,
that kind of shit.
If we put the tiny home up on the top where we probably should have, it would have been fine. We would have ran a well, we would have got the thing, and it would have cost blah, 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 blah. But Dawn wanted and I agreed with her that we wanted it in the woods.
Yeah.
We didn't want it on the land. We didn't want the front of the house facing the street like every other fucking house. We wanted the front of the house facing the woods. We wanted it in the woods. Yeah. So you have to drive into our property to get to it, not right off the street. And then when I think a month and a half ago, when I got that bill, and they don't tell you, they're just like, yeah, we'll do it. And then they do it. And then they hear there's how much this costs. My knees wobbled.
It gets worse.
This guy had to walk. He was like, come on, let's walk. And he's like, let's just take a walk, because I'm gonna hand you this bill, and it's more than you expect. I know it is. And he handed it to me, and it was 7 times more than I expected.
Ooh.
So whatever. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. And
that's rough.
And it's still not done. But so here we are, over a year after we got the Allagash. And we got it's over a year. So it's been a long fucking time coming. Finally made the phone call. Hey, Tom, great guy, great family, by the way. If you do get a tiny home, you should absolutely go through them.
If you look at their Instagram, they have a couple of pictures of them delivering your Allagash.
Right. So, I got a bunch of these videos because I'm putting together this big video. I got to find an editor. But once I find an editor, I got all this stuff from before we bought it, all these little videos.
Yeah.
And we call it, it's ready. The pad is ready. Barry is done. The pad is ready. We had to wait until the electrical was coming up out of the ground. The pipes were coming out of the ground. The wires were they had a pole put down, a telephone pole, all this shit. That's my home. Beautiful shot.
Oh, look at that. There it is. Going from the warehouse to the Kellys.
So now on Friday, it was a storm, a nor'easter was up in the woods there, and in Maine and in New Hampshire, and it was terrible. We were in my uncle's cabin, which is a minute up the road, just sitting there waiting. And Tom drove that down by himself. The owner of Tiny Home drove that by himself in his truck.
Wow.
And we're waiting and waiting. I'm just like, all right, be careful, man. It's a fucking house.
Yeah. If you're on the road, you rarely see it, but sometimes you do see them with a house on a bed and somebody's pulling it.
And people are waving at it, taking pictures. I mean, everybody sees, you see one of those, you see a tiny home on the road being towed. You're like, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, dude, we should fucking do that. We should fucking do it. You know what I mean? And we don't fucking do that.
We should get a fucking tiny home.
Hey, Katie, you know what we should do? We should, instead of getting a beach house every year, we get one of these and bring it to the beach.
This is fucking Joe Biden. You see what the price of gas is? We need a fucking tiny home.
Dude, I'm telling you, we throw away all our shit. He has too many toys anyways. He's got too much shit. How many shoes do you got?
Yeah.
We only need 3 forks, right?
That's the thing. I see a lot of these tiny homes. They got a little thing hanging on the wall, like 4 coffee cups. That's it. You got to wash everything by hand.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. Easiest life ever. You need a fucking spoon. You know what you do? You wash it. You got a spoon.
Yeah.
It's not like you just, everybody, this is what fucking we do as Americans. We just get 700 spoons, 700 forks, 700, and we fill a fucking shit drawer with a bunch of flatware.
We might have company one day.
Ugh. You know what? Buy paper plates and plastic forks and knives.
Yeah.
I told Dawn, I go, everything you buy for this is for 3 people. Anything else we need, we'll get as we go. Do not buy for guests that are never coming.
Yeah.
They don't come.
If I came, I'd bring my own sporks.
Well,
anyway,
if you came, you wouldn't care if we had paper plates. Now, right? And if
we have paper plates now.
Right. Exactly. You guys fucking eat out more than fucking people who eat out.
We've been eating out at home a lot. My wife's been cooking. But we still use plastic silverware and paper plates because who the fuck wants to do the dishes?
It's easy. And you got fucking 2 dishwashers.
I
mean, you literally have 2 dishwashers.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I wouldn't get a shipping container house if I can get a tiny house. I've seen some shipping container houses that are super nice, but it's still hot. It's a big metal box.
There's a lot, dude. There's too much that goes into those.
Yeah.
You people think you get a shipping container, you just put it down the ground, you fucking move a couch in. No. A lot goes, you have to insulate them, you have to cut window. It's a fucking problem. This tiny home thing comes ready to go. So we're sitting there, it's pouring out. Dude, I'm talking so bad. So fucking bad. And then I get a phone call an hour and a half out. I'm like, this is not good.
I love it.
He's not supposed to be here until an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I get a phone call and I call him back. He's like, somebody hit the house.
I'm sorry, but when you said that to me, you were like, somebody hit my tiny house with their car. That made me laugh so much.
I go, what are you talking about? He goes, a lady, I was at a stop sign. She hit the back of the house. I go, she didn't see a fucking house. He showed me a picture of this fucking demon. This fucking, ugh.
Yeah.
She had hands, I mean, of a 97-year-old man and the same haircut. This fucking bitch smashed into the back of my tiny home. And my heart, I mean, we've been waiting so long we've been waiting for everything to get the fucking, is Mike on? We've been waiting for a year, over a fucking year to get this land, to get the home, to get the land ready, to bring the home. We finally get the home and it's coming down and some fucking twat on her phone, some twat
probably playing Pokemon,
whatever, she was just not paying attention in the rain. This fucking blinding bat shouldn't be on the road. Doesn't see a house in front of her at a fucking stop sign. Who the fuck doesn't see a house? And I'm like, this is great. This is great. He's like, I called the insurance. I go, how bad is it? He goes, it's not that bad. And then when I told Dawn, she literally just looked at me and then went and looked out a window. Literally went and did this.
Just staring.
And I just had to let her go look out a fucking rainy window. You know what I mean? And then when they showed up, it was fucking torrential rain. It was so bad. And
but that's good. Then you get to see what it's like in those bad areas, during the bad times. You know what I mean? At least you know whether or not it floods or the deal.
No, that's not. No, with the money I fucking owe.
My bad.
You better not fucking flood. You better fucking engineer that shit right. So he gets the house there, and it's not that bad. It's a piece of trim that she knocked off that kind of pulled out, cracked a couple of the boards, the side boards. If you go back to that photo of the thing being wheeled out of the house, out of the thing on tiny homes. And just keep that shit up, so you can go back to it quick without fucking getting your little fat Spanish fingers all Bobby, he's gonna yell at me. Where is it? Tiny homes, the photo, the Instagram. You should just keep it up on a tab, if you will. That photo of the back of the house being wheeled out. I can show you what happened. It wasn't that bad.
I'm looking at it right now. I'd imagine probably hit a couple of the boards on the bottom.
Well, if Mush brings it up, Mush, are you there?
Sorry, I had to get up to blow my nose. So I missed like 30 seconds.
Anyways, forget it. It's okay. Anyways.
Even Spanish is over here laughing.
Could you imagine? So
it was really bad. I'm sorry.
We got boogered by Mush.
I don't understand how you have to get up to blow your nose. How do you not hear a fat, angry guy going, mush, mush? All right, listen. You don't even know what we're talking about, do you?
I mean, we were leaving from the...
Just say no.
No, not right this second. Well, the tiny home, yeah. Your tiny home got hit. That was the last thing I heard.
What is it?
The last thing was your tiny home got hurt, and then Donna hurt a window.
I'm so hurt. I'm a tiny home. It hurt me so bad.
You bring up the Instagram of the tiny home where it's leaving the place.
This one.
Yeah. Can you bring it up, please?
It feels good to get mushed every once in a while.
Yeah, that's not it. That's my house. Yeah. All right, so see this the black on the left, the black trim on the left?
Yeah.
That came off.
Oh.
So, and she see the black trim right there. And that little metal thing on the left?
Yeah.
That's for the jacks that goes under the house that keeps it level. That got bent, so they couldn't use those. And then there's a couple things that happened on this thing.
Interesting.
But whatever. Go back to the tiny home place. Go back. No, go back to the main where you can see all those photos. All right, see that photo in the middle on the bottom row? Click on that.
Yeah.
Right there. That's ours.
That's awesome. That really is awesome.
So that's once we get it framed in, that's what ours will look like. Basically.
I like it. Once you frame it in, will you be able to move it? Does it stay on wheels or no?
No, we're not going to move that. We can, yeah. We can we're taking the wheels off, and he's going to put it up on blocks so it's up sturdy and nothing will fuck with it. And then we'll have the wheels stored under it so that if we ever build a house there or we sell it, we'll just move it. And that'll be a guest house or something like that. Or that'll be Max's fuck den. This home is going to be anyways when he hits fucking 19.
13.
Insurance. Here's the thing. My guy. So he Barry, the contractor, he's like, I don't want to pick it up. Have him drive it down. Because if anything happens, it's on.
He gets hit.
So he got hit. It's under his insurance. They're going to fix it. Tom from Tiny Homes is going to fix it. So
that's nice.
We'll be good. But dude, but here's the thing. They get it there. It's fucking the road they just built. It's not hardened yet. It's all like dirt and shit. You got to have like a year for the road to.
Oh, wow.
You can't really bring shit down on it. So as they're bringing it down, they can't make the turn with the fucking home. Oh, sorry. Hang on 1 second.
Who is it? Who is it?
Colin, you're on Calta and Kelly right now.
What's up? What's up, guys?
You're on Calta and Kelly with Mike Calta. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, guys. How's it going?
What'd
Man,
you
got
do?
COVID?
I said, how's it going, guys?
Did you lose your voice?
No, I'm just trying to say word like my breath. Like I'm using half words now on, just so I can save some breath for later in life. You know.
You're using half a word so you can save breath for later in life.
Save your breath so this way I'm not wasting time saying full words. So
I've never
you can
been.
understand me.
Hey, you know what? Go fuck off face.
What?
I'm coming to see you tonight. You better have
I
all
know.
the fucking words.
No, I'll do the half words. It'll be good. Something different.
Oh God.
Are you sick and tired? You know, are you sick and tired of living your whole life and everybody's like speaking the way I'm speaking now? Words. A little something different. We'll mix it up.
I smell
Words.
show coming. Words.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, welcome to my
I fucking hate it. You need a friend.
Laughter in the snow. Whoa, ho.
What?
What are you guys
Tell 'em.
doing?
It's all gonna happen.
Oh God. I came up with a song yesterday for Joe Russell's Cheese Show that Dawn got so mad at me for singing.
What was it?
Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Fuck. Let me.
First of all, don't say Joe Russell's Tea Show like it's a thing that anyone's heard of.
I was wondering. I'm like, he knows the cheese show.
Yeah.
What was it? It's a Grease song. I gotta get it. Hang on. Here it is. I got it. I got curds, they're multiplying, and I'm losing my mold. I get
Yeah, it's pretty good so far.
and my wine's electrifying. It's electrifying. You better heat up with your little curds, because that's how you make mozzarella. Woo, woo, woo. You better heat up.
Well,
Ooh, ooh,
It fell
ooh.
apart. Let me just stop you now because you're making us both sick. But also, you can't bring curds twice into it.
Why?
Yeah.
It's literally,
Can't rhyme curds with
Yeah.
curds.
yeah, you need a new cheese thing to make it work. And then mozzarella is too many syllables for that last line. That's what I think.
Hey, Colin's coming to Tampa.
Yeah, Mike. I'll be there
Very
in March.
excited. Very excited.
It's going to be a good time.
What are you bringing your this show?
Yeah,
That's great.
whatever it is by then. You know.
Are you bringing that
But
that thing? Are you bringing that other thing?
my cousin,
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Have you met his
well,
cousin?
he does like Florida. You know, I have a lot of cousins down in Tampa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I bring you on stage and I'll get the whole crowd to sing "It's All Gonna Happen" before you come out?
I mean, they won't appreciate that. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not as playful as I am, but yeah.
Are you gonna go on Mike's show?
Yeah.
It'll depend on how many tickets he sold.
Yeah. Good point. That's why you love Mike. He knows the deal.
I know the deal. I know what's going. I know Sebastian Maniscalco used to come on the show when he couldn't sell out side splitters to 300 people. Now he's playing a fucking arena. Good luck getting him on.
Yeah, no.
Melissa from Long Island just wrote, Tim Gage. I love Tim. No, you don't.
Thank you, Melissa.
No, she doesn't.
She loves him.
Oh my God, Gaged.
Do you guys like these 80s songs as elevator music? I kind of like it.
Like which one? Like
in the diner, like I touch myself. I don't know anybody else. That's myself by the Divinals. Not that I'm Mr. MTV, but yeah, I remember.
I wish you'd touch yourself with a speeding bullet.
Well,
Well,
What are you guys going to be talking about today? You have a theme?
we were talking about my tiny house. It got.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if I told you, but on the way down, I got a phone call from the guy. Some lady hit my tiny house with her car.
That's the best.
With a
thing
what?
ever.
With her car.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The bitch hit a house.
Oh.
Literally hit a house.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, some crusty old fucking New Hampshire broad, not paying
Oh.
attention at a stop sign, just whacked in the back of my house. What a
Yeah,
fucking twat.
You go up there, you go up to check it out, and it looks like the scene in the Wizard of Oz. You see her striped socks under the. Nothing for that, Mike.
Nah, I mean,
Oh, I'm laughing.
it wasn't that good. I mean, she hit the car. She hit the house with the car. In the Wizard of Oz, the house hit the lady.
Yeah, I know. I stretched off the bad guys, right?
Yeah, you really fucking stretched it out. And Mike
I
gave
take
a
the hit
style.
for that one.
You know,
I take the hit for that.
yeah, it wasn't. Mike was giving you an honest response. He gave you
You
he gave you a chuckle out of respect because you're the great CQ.
Well, I guess this is going bad.
Well, no, it's going good. I mean,
what's on your agenda for today? What does Colin Quinn do today?
Today, I want to go over my notes for this show because I got to. There's a couple of things I want to add into it. You know, it's really only another week, so I want to make sure I get all my little thoughts in. But nobody wants to hear thoughts unless they have little jokes attached to them. So that's the hard part.
well, that's only with comedians. Actors don't have to worry about that. Nor do singers.
No.
Mm-mm.
So it's just you get up there and you always forget, no matter how many years you're doing it, you say something that's kind of funny and people are like, yeah. And then they're waiting for the punchline. They're like, oh, yeah, I forgot to write a punchline.
It sounds like a lot of Netflix specials right now.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I'm going to see him tonight, Mike.
Yeah.
I wish I knew.
I bought 2 tickets, one for my wife, and she bailed on me. Dawn bailed.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I go tomorrow.
Why?
Night because she couldn't get a babysitter. She actually had a babysitter that came for an interview last week, and the lady didn't talk to Max. Like Max was more personable than this fucking babysitter. And
He's more personable than most adults.
Yeah, so she was like, "Yeah, she has no personality. I'm not leaving that psychopath with my kid."
No, yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
What about who's going to come with you tonight?
Liz.
Oh,
Liz, her pussy so big it fizz.
That's good.
Thanks.
That's good.
So yeah, I'm meeting Liz. We're gonna come down. Where is this theater? Is it near the cellar?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the village, but yeah, it's not far. It's like you can walk from the cellar very easily. Yeah.
Could I walk,
Right up.
or you, the mayor of
Anybody
the village?
can walk. Anybody can walk.
Really? Okay.
It's a lovely day for a nice walk through the village. I'll be honest with you.
It's 40 degrees. It's freezing out, and there's a bunch of homeless people from a mental institution. There's no lovely day to walk through the village anymore.
No, I know. But I usually stop in. Me and James, I come in. We usually have some nice cookies. There's a few good cookie stores around there.
Who's James?
They have good. What's the best cookie store in Tampa, by the way?
There's a place called Dats, and there's another place called Crumbs.
Crumbs is good, and I think if I ever move to Tampa or move down to Florida, which we're all going to be making the move, I'm going to open a nice baked goods store.
Yeah.
If you come in the studio when you're here, I will have an assortment of Tampa Bay's best cookie offerings for you.
That's the deal. I'm in.
You just lock that date in. Add tea, though. He's not going to come without a fucking cup of tea.
I bring my own tea.
He pours his tea on his baked goods. Did you know that?
To soften them up a little?
We don't know. We sit there at the cellar table for years, and we look over, and this fucking old English thin-fingered fucking warlock is pouring hot tea onto a baked good. Not dipping it, which would be acceptable. Dipping the baked good into the tea is perfectly acceptable. pouring
But Mike,
hot tea on the baked good is fucking
Mike, let me
nuts.
ask you something. When you
Yes.
have a liquid, a tea, coffee, whatever, you don't want a bunch of crumbs in it. So why wouldn't it logically follow you pour the tea on?
I would
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
would think if you poured it on it, it would fall apart. It would get all mushada. It would be you wouldn't be able to pick it
Yeah,
up.
but I have a very steady, practiced hand. Like,
Mm.
All right, how about this? There's another option too. It's the God-given mixing bowl, your mouth. You take a bite and then take a sip and mix it in your mouth.
Oh,
I mean, has that ever occurred to you that you don't
how
have
about
to?
a fourth option, which I also use sometimes? I take the spoon and take some tea and take it and pour it onto the.
I can't
I
tell
can't
you.
wait. I can't wait to see this. I'm gonna have tea and the cookies ready to go.
Yeah, well, have a napkin too, because fucking shaky hands isn't always the greatest. And
What are you talking about? I'm perfect at it.
no, it's disturbing anytime I've seen it. I've known about it for over 20 years, but every time I look over and he's doing it, usually in the fall and winter months is when you'll get a nice hot tea on some type of baked good. And it's annoying. It's just like,
You
why?
shouldn't have said anything, so I could have just seen it happen for the first time. I would have called you and be like, "This motherfucker, he just pours the tea on the cookies."
Well, but look, we could all criticize each other. You act like you walk in and it's just a pleasure to be deal with you, and you don't do any annoying things either, Bob. Let's be real.
Okay, name one food thing that I do that's annoying.
You eat faster than any human I've ever seen in my life.
I do. Norton said I eat like there's an asteroid about to hit Earth.
It makes me out of breath.
Yeah, dude. First of all, stairs make you out of breath. I do eat fast. I will take that hit. I eat uncomfortably fast, and that's because of my juvenile experiences. We've discussed this.
Yeah.
That's when juvie hall. To get seconds, you had to be done with your firsts. So I learned how to eat really fast.
Yeah.
Because someone might, you're not going to get more, But I've been slowing down. I've changed, is what I'm saying.
I've yet to see it.
Hey, Colin, what have I?
Yeah.
What do I do that's annoying like that? I don't have anything.
Well, don't say of anything. I'll start thinking of things.
Well, I could tell you another thing Colin does that is probably almost ended our friendship. It was so bad, and it's so fucked up. And any food person, any fatty will agree with me.
I know what this is.
Yeah, you know what it is. When we went to John's Pizza one night, ordered a pie in between sets at the cellar.
All right.
He grabbed the first. He's Colin Quinn. He grabbed the first slice. That's fine. He's probably going to pay for it. It was, he's Colin Quinn. So you get I went for the second best slice. I look over. He puts his crust down and goes for another slice
Without eating the crust first.
And I was like, all right, whatever. We went for the next best slice. So I ate all mine and the crust, and I was going to go for them, but I'm still eating my crust. I look over. He puts the second crust down and goes for a third best slice.
Ooh.
And I'm not done with my first. Okay. So I got to go. Now I'm done. I go for the next best slice. He goes as I'm going for like the same slice. For his fourth best slice I go, dude, fuck you. He goes, what? I go, fuck you, dude. Eat your crust. He goes, I don't. I go, then give me your crust. I get your crust. If you're not eating your crust, I get to eat that crust because you're going for the best slice. You're fucking cheating. You're cutting corners. You're supposed to eat your crust when you share a pizza. Solo, I don't know how you do this shit solo. Whatever the fuck you want. He goes, I'm not giving you my crust. I go, why? He goes, I eat my crust. I eat it at the end.
At the end, I do that too.
Yeah, because you're both pieces of shit, okay? That's not the way you share a pie. You want to fucking play those games? Get your own pie. Get your own pie. You want to play games like that? Get your own fucking pie. You want to be fucking a greedy fucking pizza baron, a slum pizza lord, then you get your own pie. Okay. Other than that, you eat your crust, or I get your crust.
I wouldn't dive in, but I would eat the pizza and then eat the crust and then get another piece.
You what?
I would eat
Exactly.
the pizza, then eat the crust, then get another piece.
This guy, I look over, he's got a pile of crust. It looks like a building that fell down in the fucking in the 1920s down in
It looks
fucking
like Dresden after the bombing.
yeah. I look over, and then this fucking, you know what he does? He eats the crust.
Uh,
I mean, I don't even know how he did it. He had a Diet Coke. Thank God he would have died out of dry mouth. This guy fucking ate the crust at the end. So it was almost like he got 2 meals out of it. This is what he got. 2 meals.
Yeah.
And he got 4 of the best pieces of pizza. So I got stuck with the fucking Joe's bubble, the burnt fucking. I mean, it's like the fucking the surface of the moon. It's got no cheese. It's got no sauce. It's just a burnt piece of dough.
uh-huh.
And this son of a bitch got all the fucking pizza. And you know, when you pull the cheese off, he would go in and grab his cheese. Like, look at my rule is the cheese that comes off, as long as it's not all of the cheese, but whatever, when you pull that pizza off, whatever's left is fair game.
Yeah.
You don't get to go back with your little fucking fingers and grab cheese off of the next slice. That's gone. That slice is gone.
Yeah. Well, speaking of dry mouth, one time I was driving in L.A. I lived in L.A. in the mid-'90s, early 90s, and I used to eat. I used to eat as a snack. I would eat. I can't. I used to buy boxes of wheat thins at 7-Eleven and a Big Gulp. I would drive wherever I had to go, eating wheat thins and drinking a Big Gulp. Well, anyway, one day I ran out of Big Gulp, you know, so I was eating the wheat thins, and I started choking on the 101. And I literally crashed my car. Somehow I was right by the exit, and I slammed onto the grass. I almost died. And I would have
tiny home.
choking on wheat thins.
Oh, if you died on a fucking wheat thin, that would have been hilarious.
Oh, can you imagine?
Wheat thin,
The coroner's report.
underrated snack. It's a dessert snack. It's a dessert cracker. Wheat thins are sweet and salty. It's a savory and sweet snack. People don't know that.
I disagree with that.
Colin, can you step in here, please? Can you step in here?
I mean, what they did was they remade wheat thins. Because I remember having wheat thins in like the mid 70s, and everybody's like, it was like a health food. And I was like, oh, these things suck. And then suddenly I started buying them in the early 90s. I was like, holy shit, they really souped them up. Yeah, they put something in them, that's for sure.
There's some sugar. There's some type of sugar because I don't eat them anymore, but it's a sweet. Yeah,
they look good.
Here's when you get the sweetness. You first eat it, it's the salt, but then the wheat thin gook that gets stuck in the back of your gums.
Yeah.
You got to take your index finger and kind of scrape that down. Now you get more wheat thins. That's the sweet part.
Yeah.
I will go on. I would like to say Triscuit better than a wheat thin.
Well, Triscuits had their day, Mike. No one's going to deny it. But I think that by 75, 76, the day of the real Triscuit, Triscuits were a superstar thing back in the early 70s.
I agree. The day Sandy Duncan died, Triscuits took a hit too. Okay.
They were very glamorous for a minute. Triscuits.
Yeah. Triscuits are delicious, even though they're like eating a wicker basket.
Yeah, it really is. It's like eating lawn furniture.
But that's the problem with Triscuits. Here's the problem with Triscuits and wheat thins is you can't really put anything on them. That's why I go with saltines and Ritz crackers because they both work on their own. But you can also put peanut butter on them. But you can't put peanut butter on a wheat thin or Triscuit.
Can I just
you
say
have nothing left, no moisture in your mouth left whatsoever after that.
Can I just say something about the Ritz and the premium, which used to be the premium was my favorite cracker of all time because it was a hidden little gem. People didn't fuck with the premium, only with a soup. They would fuck with the premium of soup. But in reality, premiums, they would they dry your tongue out. And then the moisture would kick in, and then you get the crack. Oh, it was such a great little snack. And the Ritz was great too, but they remade the Ritz and the premium. They no longer can be dipped.
I literally buy once a week at Target. I buy a giant box of premium crackers and eat them all a week. Literally, I do them every week. I do them.
Can I tell you what's overlooked?
What?
That I get at a restaurant every once in a while and like a bread basket, and I go, why the fuck aren't we eating these more? I love an old school matzah.
Oh, good point. Matzah. Yeah, matzah used to be really popular. What happened?
A nice unleavened matzah.
I agree.
All right, I'm gonna throw this out there, and it's another you get at a restaurant and it's overlooked. Oyster crackers.
Oh, well, they go in soup though.
Oyster crackers are great.
But you can eat oyster crackers as a snack. I bought a big bag of oyster crackers one day, and I just sat watching a baseball game with a Diet Coke. You throw a couple in, chew them, nice. They're a nice little snack. Oyster crackers.
And I'll tell you the worst thing ever made. Worse than cancer. Breadsticks.
What is it?
Breadsticks suck.
It's the worst. They're terrible.
Breadsticks?
Breadsticks, the crusty ones, the old ones.
Not Olive Garden. Olive Garden breadsticks are fantastic, but the hard Stelladoro ones. Listen, I'm 100% Sicilian, and I will tell you right now, Olive Garden is worth going just for the breadsticks.
Yep. The Stelladoro, though, it means stale dildo. That's what that means. It stinks. It's a stinky snack. I'll fucking that's like I'll tell you this right now. What is that stupid cookie that the Italians like? The dry cookie.
Wow. Right.
What is it? The
S cookie?
No, what's the with the almonds? You get it Starbucks.
Oh, the biscotti.
Biscotti can stick that back in your Italian ass.
That's you dip that in the tea for sure.
Fuck that. You can't.
Yeah, I dip that in tea.
Dude, fuck a biscotti.
That softens it up right there.
You shouldn't have to soften a cookie up.
Those Stelladoro S cookies, that's the one you're like, wow, this is like a fucking brick. Why would you eat that?
Terrible cookie. I mean, look, our favorite cookie, let's just be honest, right? Is the Lord of Doon.
Lord of Doon's the best.
Yeah.
Even though Bob calls him Lord of Doon, which drives me crazy. Warner.
The Lord of Doon.
He always says Lord of Doon. It's infuriating. I have a box in my house right now. Right next to the premium store. Those are the best. And then, Oreos is still really good.
Oreos are good, but I tell you what, you got an Oreo. I like that, but I would definitely take a Lord of Doon over an Oreo. I would take.
You're crazy,
dude. Fuck Oreos.
Fuck Oreos. Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think you should say fuck Oreos.
All right, I apologize. I back off of that. You're both right, but they're not even, dude. I would take a Lord of Doon, a nice sweet biscuit over a fucking Oreo cookie. It's a children's cookie.
The way you say it, it's like a character from Star Wars, the Lord of Doon.
I know.
How about what's the cookie? What's the biscuit with the chocolate on it with the little
Malamars?
No. Malamars are good. It's a biscuit, but it's dipped. The top side is dipped in milk chocolate with a little English guy walking on it.
Oh yeah, those things are stupid.
You don't like those?
No, the cookie part stinks. The cookie part is flavorless.
I love the
I know exactly. They're too thin, and the cookie part is flavorless, and the chocolate's a little flavorless too.
You dip that in tea, the chocolate melts.
Oh, BS.
Oh, all right, whatever. I mean, to each his own.
Do you guys remember the Peak Freen?
What are they?
Peak Freens. They were extraordinarily serious cookies. They would tell you in the commercial they were not made for children.
Wait a minute. A Peak Freen?
Peak Freens are extraordinarily serious. They're made for grown-ups, not children. That's what they would tell you. And I was like,
I have a vague memory of that.
If we had a producer on the show, we'd have those up right now.
That jingle is a Peak Freens are extraordinarily serious.
Our producer his nose again. A Peak Freen.
Peak Freen, and then don't forget the old man, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Don't forget that guy.
Listen, Pepperidge Farm is overrated garbage. It's
when they first came around, Pepperidge Farm was like the elite cookie. Like, oh, Pepperidge Farm, like that was like that was the fanciest cookie you could get. Now,
right, like we could eat the Stelladoro all we wanted, but we had to ask before we had a Pepperidge Farm.
Look at a Peak. Yeah,
Pepperidge Farm was a big deal. Milanos and all that stuff too.
All right, now I'm going to throw this out there. Italian cookies, are they overrated or are they good?
Depends on where you get them.
Yeah, and they can be great, but yeah, there's a few places where they're great, but once in a while they throw too much like anisette and licorice in there, and it's like, why you put licorice in the cookie?
Yeah, fuck it. It's an overzealous guinea going, add the licorice. You fucking my grandmother used to add the licorice to the cookies. Your grandmother sucks. Lived in a town. We grew up in licorice.
I'll tell you exactly what. When I was a kid, and I guarantee Mike knows this, that German bakeries. It was just all sugar. Yeah. They were just fat. They were the best.
Yeah, there's a German bakery down here. My uncles own bakeries in Staten Island and New Jersey, and we can go make our Italian cookies and leave out the shitty ones. Like we would just put in all the good ones that were like a bunch of rainbow cookies and leave out the shitty anisette ones.
Oh, yeah.
The round one with the cherry in it.
Is the rainbow cookie the one that looks like a little cake?
Yeah.
Fucking garbage.
It's great.
It's garbage.
I like
that has anisette in it or some type of liquor in it, right?
Delicious.
I want to talk about Tartufo. Nobody ever discusses it. Nobody ever discusses it. So
listen, stop. I've had this conversation with you. Okay, I discovered the fucking Tartufo at dude. I discovered the Tartufo. Forget about this shit rainbow cookie. Get that off the screen. Bring up Tartufo.
We're the Tartufos now.
Tartufo is the best dessert on planet fucking Earth. It is the best, and it's from Italians, I believe.
Yes.
The Tartufo. My lord.
Yeah. Not a lot of places have this.
Chocolate ball. You cut it open. It's vanilla and chocolate ice cream with a cherry in the middle.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
now the cherry itself is not exactly the high. We're not talking about organic cherries here.
Listen, it's definitely a chemical Russian cherry from the 1940s. Yes, yes.
Where we landing on the spumoni?
The spumoni's all right.
Spumoni's all right.
Listen, I'd go vanilla ice cream straight up any day of the week. Why?
I told you, Wegmans vanilla ice cream. I've discovered it during COVID. It's one of the reasons I think COVID actually is going to turn out to be a positive thing, because Wegmans vanilla, it's unbelievable. Everybody else is trying too hard with their vanilla. Everyone's like vanilla bean. It's like, oh, just stop it. Everyone's trying too hard to be vanilla.
What color is it? Wegmans. Is it yellow? Is it yellow or white?
Oh,
I don't really. I mean, I can't remember, but it's
a white.
It's a white. It's unbelievable.
It's a white. It's a creamy white.
Yeah, there's a French vanilla Wegmans, which is a yellow, and then there's a creamy white, which is French vanilla. Wegmans, huh? I look. I love vanilla ice cream. Why? You can put anything on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat so much shit after this show. I'm gonna get pizza and ice cream and fucking just pinoli nut cookies and Stella D'Oro S's. I might even eat a fucking breadstick. Starving now.
All right, guys. I better go.
I
gotta go.
I'll see you tonight. Remember, what are you gonna do tonight?
Point and go. There's a buddy of mine.
I want a little click.
A little point.
A little point.
And a click.
A gun and a little. I want a Mike Feeney.
Mike.
Hey, how you doing, kid? All right, I'll see you tonight, buddy.
Bye.
Colin Quinn's one-man show is available now. Go to his website. Go to his Instagram, Colin Quinn. I am Colin Quinn. He has another one-man show. He has another one in the can, too.
Unbelievable.
I can't wait to see about assholes. That's the next one.
Oh, I got to tell you, I love him. Like, since I was a kid, loved him.
Yeah.
Not that he's much older than me, but what do you think he's worth?
I don't know. He's got to be worth $500,000.
Oh, really? I would say like
no, he owns. I know he owns a brownstone, so he's got money. He owns a brownstone in Brooklyn, so he's got money.
Celebrity net worth says $4 million.
Probably around there. Yeah, he's got money. I mean, he's done a lot of big things in his one-man shows, and he's done a bunch of deals, and he's owned real estate. He's a smart guy, and I tell you what, you can tell why he was my number one.
Yeah. You guys have nonsense conversations like we do, although I feel like I feel like I feel like Gary Goldman for a couple of seconds with all our cooking cracker discussion.
But he's not number one. You're number one.
Wow, thank you. That means a lot to me. My daughter even pointed out this weekend when somebody said Pete was my best friend, and she turned to him and said, "Well, Bobby is his number one best friend."
That's correct. She's a smart.
She called you. This is my 8-year-old daughter called you the mayor of Fuckville.
Because I swear so much.
She says, I go, what is the mayor? She goes, Bobby is the mayor of Fuckville. And I go, what is the mayor of Fuckville? And she goes, that's all he says is fuck, 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 fuck. I go, oh, yeah, he's the mayor of Fuckville.
That's true. You know what I'm going to do one day on this show? We're going to have a fuck canteen. And by the end of the show, I'll put a $5 fucking bill in the canteen, and she gets the money at the end.
Wow. Every time you say fuck?
Every time I say fuck, we'll do that, and I'll give her the money so I can try to curtail my Fs.
Saturday night, we went to a charity thing. And there was an auction, and they were auctioning off 2 Southwest tickets to anywhere Southwest flies. I don't give a fuck if they gave me them for free. I don't want to fly on that shit airline. So I was like, no. And they're like, do I hear 500, 500, 600, 600, 700, 700. Now I'm like, you could pretty much buy 2 tickets anywhere for $700. They're like, do I hear 800? And Juliana pointed something across the room. They go, 800. I go, no. I had to hold her like this for the rest of the show.
What did you wind up buying?
I got a Gronk autographed helmet.
Oof.
And then I got another Bucks signed ball.
That's great.
And a couple other small things. I was trying to just help out the charity.
Well, Saturday night, we were in literally after they delivered the truck, and the road, the tires dug it. They couldn't get it down the fucking hill. They had to take a tree, wrap a rope around it, and then bend it on a bigger tree so the tiny house could go around this fucking tree.
Holy shit.
Men, like real men,
know how to do that shit.
They built the fucking world. Those men, like my contractor and the guy from the tiny home, they're like, if it was me and you, we would have just walked away.
I would just drove the house right through the fucking branch.
These guys figured out how to get this house down this hill in a fucking torrential rain, ice rain. They're out there getting wet, and I'm in there in a fucking a windbreaker I bought for $250 at Rite Aid. And I'm just sitting there like this in my little pink ring. It was pink too. And they got the house in. They wound up getting it up there. They put it down, and then the sun came out.
Well, listen. Do you know what a come along is?
Yeah, when like you and a couple of your buddies get a drunk chick, and you bring her into a room, and you all come all along.
That's different. That's
each other off.
Different name. A come along is a strap that you put around something.
Oh, I got it. That's when you come along. When you get your friend in a room, you get a strap with a dildo on it, and you fuck him, and he comes, and then into your friend's dick, and he comes into his other friend's dick. It's a come along.
Nailed it.
Okay. What is it?
It's a strap that you put around something, maybe like 2 things you have to pull together or something you have to move.
I got it.
And then you crank it.
Friend, and you stick your dicks together, and you come and try these other dicks. Sorry. Sorry. All right, go ahead. I apologize.
I give up.
No more. I apologize. Go ahead. Do it.
I already said it.
What is it?
It's a strap, and you crank it, and it moves stuff.
A come along.
Yeah. Oh, you know it?
That's what they used, Mike. They used one of those.
To move the tree?
Yeah, they put a come along. I would never call it that. I would call it a strap with a crank.
That's like in Staten Island, those dummies would just call things basically on what they did. It's coming along. So that was a come along. They call it like the forklift. They call it high-low. Goes high and it goes low. They call it a high-low. Seriously, I lived in a city of dummies.
I want more. Give me more. I want more.
Elevators or up-downs? Fireworks or bang pops?
I like a come along. It's coming along.
Come on, it's coming along.
Yeah. Well, they actually got the house down in the place. Literally, the sun came out. I'm not even kidding. It was just about to set, so it was the sky turned purple and red, and we got to Well, then we all left. And the next day I woke up before the sun came up and I went down to the tiny home. I got a cup of Dunkin' Donuts, fucking Dunkin' Donuts, dude.
Sitting on a rock.
And I went in the house.
Oh,
I brought 3 pop-up chairs, camping chairs, and I put one right in where the kitchen table would go. And I sat there and watched the sun come up by myself.
I want to grow old with you.
You do?
I do. I want the tiny home next to you. I want us to go. I want a tiny home across the street from you.
Yeah.
And then I want to put a picnic table in the middle of our property. And in the morning, we go out to the table. And one day I'll bring the cookies. One day you bring the cookies. And we both bring our coffees out there and sit down.
Dude, I would love that. And then we go hunting in the woods.
Dude, that makes me so happy.
Because you were the first person I showed everything to.
I was so excited.
I FaceTimed you yesterday.
I was as happy as you guys were.
I mean, I was by the little stream in the back of our land, and I FaceTime. I couldn't believe I couldn't believe I got FaceTime. Yeah, and
so
then you saw that. Yeah,
I really want to do that. I would really do that. I have to go. Have a heart out, but I'm gonna miss Joe again. I don't want Joe to get a complex. Not that I don't love him and think he's great, but
no, it's okay.
I have a meeting I have to go to.
You're the best.
Plumpy old men. Luke, all those plumpy old men. I love it. I love it. All right.
All right, buddy. Listen, Mike Calta in the morning. Mike, I love you so much. Thanks for going early. Thank you for showing up early.
It was great.
Yeah, and that was
Spanish
a great
and Joe
episode.
are drinking already.
Let me see them. Are they there?
Come here. Just hurry up. Oh, these two. I got a great story to tell you about these two idiots.
Can I just say that he looked like that photo you posted of him, Pap?
Yeah.
He looked like fucking Mary Tyler Moore.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
Let me tell you the story real quick, and I got to go.
Go.
We shared a hotel room, okay? Yeah. I left the club, and I looked at them, and I said, I'm leaving. Are you guys good? And they said, yes. So I went back to the hotel room. They were not good. I went back to the hotel room, got my underwear, got in bed, put my little fan on, and I was watching Friends until I fell asleep. Next thing you know, moron number one started talking loud. He goes, and Michael, and then this, and I sat up and I go, what? And he goes, Spanish is downstairs drunk in the bathroom. I'm going to check on him in an hour. And I go, and you thought just yelling that out in the middle of the fucking room while I was sleeping was a smart way to tell me that? And I go, why are you checking on him in an hour? And he goes, because he's downstairs in the lobby bathroom drunk. I go, well, check on him now. I don't think he has any perception of time. And he goes, I'll check on him in an hour. And then I'm trying to go back to sleep and I hear 24 minutes. So then the next thing, I wake up in the middle of the night. Moron number 2 is there in bed with moron number 1. And I get up to go pee and I can't get to the bathroom because there's a fucking wheelchair in the room now. Turns out moron number 2 was drunk in the lobby and the guy was going to call the cops if we didn't get him out of there. So moron number 1 tries to put moron number 2 in a luggage cart.
Yeah. Well, I got a luggage cart big enough for him.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's like trying to drag him on the luggage cart. And the guy's like, I have a wheelchair. If you can get him out of here in the wheelchair. And eventually they put him in the wheelchair and brought him upstairs. Fucking, this is my life.
Why is moron number 2 wearing a locket?
Moron number 1 has a necklace that I want. Moron number 2 has a necklace I wouldn't be caught dead in.
Yeah, I mean, who's in that? Is moron number 1's photo in that?
No, it's like a mystic eye. His crazy Indian girlfriend gave it to him.
Listen, dude. Yeah, you got to put that underneath your shirt. That's an underneath the shirt.
Yeah.
That's your
Then
eye.
you're gonna look like Iron Man with that underneath your shirt.
Nicolas Cage is going to want to take that to find a treasure. I love you, buddy.
See you guys.
I'm more number 1 and more number 2. Love you guys.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Bye, ladybugs.
Listen, that was a great episode, man. God damn it. I love doing this show. I love it. Even when Mush falls asleep, but he's up now. God damn it. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's like a door shutting really loud. You got caught by the teacher sleeping, you cunt. I know I was blowing my nose, Bobby. I really wasn't.
There was blood in it.
All right, Mushy. Well, every week. Thank you very much, Lou. I appreciate you liking my shirt. That's very nice of you. This is a shirt jacket, by the way. It's a shirt jacket. This is my New Hampshire shirt jacket. Say it with me, shirt jacket. shirt jacket. Oh, my fucking shoulder's fucked up. I hurt my back so bad, mush. Yes, well, we slept in my uncle's, and it's a full bed. Max got a little sniffles, so I had to put him in. Wait, what are these guys doing? What's happening? What's going on? What are they saying? Why do they keep saying this? What is happening? I have a story though. Right, you guys, I forgot all about it. Let's go, everybody. God damn, you guys are the best. All right, check this out. Every week, you know what it is. What time is it, everybody? Oh God. Hang on. Mom.
Hi.
Ma, you're on the podcast with me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I never know which number to call.
No, this is the number to call. This is my but you called while on the show. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
Okay. I didn't call you Sunday. I'm sorry, we were traveling.
I thought you were in New Hampshire, so that's why I waited till Monday.
No, we were, and then we drove back yesterday, but I usually call you on Sunday. And,
that's true.
And I'm sorry I didn't call you. You okay? Everything all right?
Apology accepted.
All right. No bad news. You got bad news or good news or no news?
Got no news.
No news. All right. I like no news.
Okay.
All right. Well, you want me to call you back? You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Murley died.
I knew something. All right. I knew it.
And Sue Carell.
2 deaths. So you went from no news to 2.
Yeah, well, it was just, I thought you might want to know.
That's Mrs. Murley from across the street?
Yeah, that was Mrs. McGreevy across the street. She died a year ago.
Where's Mrs. Murley's from where?
Tyler Ave. She and Nana were best friends.
Oh, yeah. How old was she?
92.
Jeez, that's old, huh? Those people lived a long time.
Yep. Next September 18th, Nana's going to be 100, and Sean's going to have a party, so you better be around.
I will be around, but she's not going to be 100. She's 100 in heaven years, right?
No, she was 95 when she died, and it'll be 5 years. She'll be 100.
So you keep having birthdays after you pass away.
We just had a birthday party for Dad. He turned 65. We had a cake and ice cream and pizza.
How was the cake? Did you make the cake?
No, I don't cook.
All right. Well, happy birthday, everybody. And I'm sorry about Mrs. Murley. And who else died?
Sue Carell. You could care less.
Who's Sue Carell?
She lived next to the Lallies.
Oh, how old was she?
I forget. In her 90s.
Okay. All right. Well, she was 90. Jeez. All right. Wasn't she mean, though? She wasn't really that nice, was she?
Yeah, she was all right. She was a school teacher.
Is that
they train them that way.
They had the bushes with the brick.
Yep. Her father built that house.
Yeah, okay. But she wasn't that nice, Ma. She was
she was all right.
She was all right. Mrs. Murley was awesome.
She was sweet. Yeah.
They don't have names like that anymore. Murley, Carell, right?
Yeah, they do. They have offspring.
All right. All right. I love you. I'll call you when I'm done with the show. Okay. Hey,
right, I'll be here.
Do you want to hear? What? Hey, do you want to hear the jokes? Every week we have Joe come in and he does a new 5 minutes of jokes.
Sure, I'd love to.
Mike had to leave early. Will you? And you'll tell me and if you like them or not at the end. But laugh if you think they're funny and don't if you don't.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we have a special guest. Her name is Mom, and she's my mom, and she's going to do this. So let's everybody welcome New 5 with Joe.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Hey, how you doing, Joe?
Doing great.
My mom.
How you doing?
You're a little staticky, Joe.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's not good.
The microphone is not working. Don't swear. My mother's in the room.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Does that sound better now?
That's very
I've heard it all before.
Ma, you yell at me every time I swear. You yell at me, but he can swear.
You know what? That's a fucking lie.
Oh, Ma! What are you doing? Jesus. All right, now, Mush, we got to bleep that.
Okay.
I don't want people seeing my mom talking about. Ma, you swore a lot when I was a kid. I think that's a little better, Joe.
Yeah, does it sound good?
No, well, every time you move, it crinkles.
Oh, so maybe if I just stand.
Nope. Hold it.
Like this?
Let me see. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, is that good?
Nope. Every time you talk,
right.
it's when you talk. It's a shitty
Yeah.
microphone. Mom, I'm sorry. It usually doesn't happen like this. You should go right into it, but his microphone connection's fucked up, and he's trying to fix it.
Now, who doesn't swear?
Oh, sorry. Mom, sorry. I apologize.
Okay. Just a word.
It is a word. Do you know what the word fuck comes from, Ma?
No, I do not.
Fornicating under the king's consent of the king.
Oh, cool.
That's for that. Fornicating under consent of the king.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's correct. That's where the word fuck came from.
Now I know.
Okay, you ready?
Is that good?
Nope.
That's way worse.
Garbage. Way worse.
Oh, jeez.
The mic. Just take the microphone on. Put another microphone in real quick. Oh, someone said twist the microphone connection.
Is that good?
No, it's not good. Lose the mic, Joe.
Is the mic selected properly in Street Premier?
Yeah, that's the mic he's using is actually twisted. So, Mom, how's Lisa doing?
She's good. She went to she had to go to MGH this morning for something, and then she's gonna come and get me, and we're going to register her car.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. Does anybody have any questions for Mom? Anybody have? Will you take some questions from the people? Someone said spit on it, Joe.
Spit on it. What if somebody else has to use it?
Well, it's a microphone. It's his.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
that's real good.
There are things you can spit on if someone else just uses. All right, listen. Any questions for Mom from the Ladybugs? It stinks, Joe. You just unplug it and get another one. Listen, it's just the way it is. Do you have another microphone?
Oh, well.
No.
Well, I don't know why you don't have another microphone. You do a cheese show. Use that microphone. Okay, here. Okay, ready? Here we go. We got questions for Mom. Ready? Any questions? Hey, Ma, what do you want Bobby to get you for Christmas? That's from Lou. All right, Lou. Well, there you go. You just cost me some cash.
Let's see. I want I don't know. I want my husband back. Can you do that?
Well, that's a sad thing. I mean, no, I can't. I know
you would if you could.
Well, there's a place in Vermont. There's a pet cemetery up in Vermont, I believe.
Yeah.
They can pull some crazy stuff. No, Ma, I can't give you Dad back, but we can look at some pictures of him and celebrate Dad when I come home. How's that?
Okay, when you coming home?
Hey, Ma, what was the woman who dressed Bobby's? What does it say? Bobby's game. What does that mean, Mush?
I don't know.
Nobody knows what that means. Wait a minute.
That's Bobby's game.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Write that again, Scruffy. I think your English accent came through on your fucking writing.
Probably name is what he meant, but I still don't know what he means.
Okay, hey Mom, what was the woman who dressed Bobby's name? I don't even know what that means.
Oh, I think it's this.
What? What does it mean? Oh, Mom. You remember Denise Cantino's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to know how remember she dressed me up and took photos of me?
Yeah, the girlfriend with the beard, the mustache.
Mom, stop. She's Italian and she had a mustache.
But come on. I mean, There were little twigs on the chin,
All right.
and the mustache was.
All right, listen,
It
Mom.
was definitely there.
All right, we can't do this. Okay. Are you ready, Joe? Joe. We can't hear you, Joe.
I got pictures.
Joe is just failing this morning.
Is this good?
Oh God!
Yes, that's good. Here we go. All right, everybody, let's play can you play the intro again? Everybody, let's have a new 5 with Joe. Everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Russell with a new 5.
Hey, everybody. Did you have a good Veterans Day?
Yes.
I saw an ad for
Absolutely.
Oh, good. I saw an ad for Olive Garden that said they're giving away free salad and breadsticks to veterans. All I got to say is thank you, Olive Garden, for finding the most passive-aggressive way to tell everyone that you don't do free salad and breadsticks anymore. What else give away to the veterans? Buy one, get one free twist on the pepper grinder? Hey, did you know there's a website that you could, put your age in and it'll tell you how much eggs cost the year you were born? So I did it. When I was born, a dozen eggs cost 95 cents. For fun, I looked up how much they cost when Betty White was born. They cost only 5 arrowheads.
That was good. I like that.
The other day, I was driving my fiance to work, and I got in a little fender bender because I spilled hot soup on my lap. I had to call my Progresso agent.
Progresso soup.
Bad news. My rates are going to go up. Now we can't afford that Italian wedding.
All right. My mom loves you. I mean, you're killing me.
What did the Progresso cost?
This is my demographic.
Never mind.
The other night I was at a club and I tripped on Molly. It was dark. She was on the ground. Turns out she actually worked there. She was a floor manager. Another time I was at a bar and a guy named Mickey slipped into my drink. I don't really remember what happened after that. Drug humor.
Yeah, Cosby joke.
Well, this is good to doing from you. This is good to doing from you. The other day I was on Pornhub.
Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill.
I was on Pornhub the other day, and I reported a video. Some guy was spreading conspiracy theories. He was saying that boobs aren't actually round. He was a flat breaster. And he said back in 1969, everyone at NASA faked their orgasms.
Wow. I mean, your demographic is 65 and up, by the way. You're murdering. You should really do hair salons in Massachusetts. Is that it?
Yeah.
You're done. Ladies and gentlemen, give it.
Very good. Okay, well, I got to go get the mail. I'm expecting a vibrator. And,
Mom! Stop it! Mom,
what?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I got to see what kind of battery.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Bobby.
What?
Batteries for Christmas.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Goodbye.
What size?
I'm going to find out when I go check the mail.
If they see you're up, I'm not getting you anything. Goodbye. I bet you have to plug yours in. Goodbye.
No.
Bye. I love you.
Bye. You know what I want? You know what got me for my 60th birthday?
What?
The little silver bullet. We can get that. Nobody can.
No, that was a joke. I did not buy
it. It was a joke, and I gave it away because Dad was still here, and I didn't need it. But I can't find it.
I need to hang up the phone, Mom.
Well, if you come across one, that's what I want for Christmas.
Okay.
Love you.
I love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Hang up.
Bye. Did you ever hear one of my hang-ups?
No. My God.
Let's get that out of our heads real quick. This was the cookie that you were talking about.
Love these cookies. It has a little me on the front.
I
Look
couldn't find them, but Lou sent me the picture.
Actually, it looks more like mush if he was alive. And no, that's exactly what mush would look like.
That's what I should go for Halloween next year.
All right. Well, listen, I gotta head out to. Oh my God. All right, Joe. Thank you very much. My mom loved you. I mean, she thought you were hilarious. I mean, Joe's not even listening to us anymore. He's out of focus. He stinks. We're gonna make sure you go to Cheese Show on YouTube. They love my new song that I came up with, by the way. I got curds, they're multiplying, and I'm losing my mold.
It's electrifying.
It's electrifying. You better heat up your little curds. That's the only way you'll get mozzarella. Hoo, hoo, hoo. You better heat up.
It's cheese lightning.
It's cheese lightning. All right, guys. Ladybugs, thanks for showing up again. Go to robertkellylive.com for all my dates. This weekend, I'll be at Comedy on Carlson in Rochester for 2 nights only. Hasbrook Heights the weekend after that. At the new Bananas Comedy Club for Friday and Saturday. And then I'll be in Fairfield, Connecticut on December 4th. And then Madison, Wisconsin at the Comedy on State, the best comedy club in the goddamn lands, on December 9th to the 11th. Poughkeepsie on January 28th. I go to Aruba on the 19th. I'll be doing shows down there. If you got the balls, if you got the funds, if you got that fucking just that spontaneity, come down to Aruba and stay at the Holiday Inn and come to the shows, because we'll be there. We'll be doing shows. Go to arubaray.com. You can go to right there. And of course, go to comicwearables.com. Get yourself a Calta and Kelly t-shirt. You got a Mike Calta head shirt and a my head right there. Look at that beautiful shirt. You get Mike Calta, you get me. Comicwearables.com for all your Calta and Kelly and YKWd stuff. At Mike V. Suarez, use code word Ladybugs too. You get 20% off all your stuff. Please start wearing that stuff to the show. Buy it, wear it. Christmas is coming. These are great shirts. Look at these shirts. Get a Robert Kelly shirt, a Mike Calta shirt. Kel's Bells in the house, baby. I had a guy at the festival. Mush was next to me. Hey, is Doug here? I went, dude, he just went on stage. I was like, what? I was like, he just went on stage. And he bought it. He went into the room and left for like a half hour. Came back up. Of course he wasn't, stupid. Dummy, fucking idiot. And then of course we got the Cheese Show. Cheese Show. Go to Cheese Show and make sure that you join, subscribe, like, comment, and get those fuckers to 10,000 subscribers. We got to get them up there. We got to get more people watching the Cheese Show. And check out Mike V and Mike V. Suarez and Joe Russell and wherever they're playing live. And also at Mike V. Suarez. Make sure, what else do we got, Mush? That's it, right?
Yes. Make sure they like, keep subscribing, keep liking our page as well.
That's it. You got to make sure you go to the YouTube page here. You're watching it live. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get this YouTube page up and over thousands of people so we can get the show. We were doing the show for you guys for over a year, and we still love doing it. Mike Calta in the morning. Make sure you check out his show, My Number One Best Friend. We'll see you guys on Friday. Love you guys. Take care.